All right, during the press conference, people seem to pick up that it seems that Errol Spence got a little salty or agitated by Terence Crawford's accomplishments and goes on to diminish his accomplishments by dragging his resume. This has been a tactic for Errol Spence for quite some time, but it's a smokescreen. And I'm going to explain to you how it's a smokescreen. And we finna wrap this up real quick. If you want to claim that Terence Crawford is this, he's that, he ain't fight nobody. Basically, he got a lot of props for doing something that Errol Spence feel he shouldn't get props for, or wasn't that hard, or whatever and whatnot. The reason why it's a whole smokescreen is simply this. You realize you say all that stuff about Terence Crawford, but this is how you know. Even what he says about Terence Crawford, he knows it's just a tactic to try to put down Terence Crawford, but he really believes everything that even the boxing world commentators say about Terence Crawford, about how great he is. Because in one instance, he'll tell you his resume ain't nothing, he ain't fought nobody, this, that, and the third, he had an easy road. But then he'll turn around and tell you that this is the best fight in the last decade. You know what I'm saying? This is the best fight in boxing. This is the fight of the century. This is an old school fight. This fight is a throwback to the Hagler days and all that other stuff. How could this fight be that with the way that you talk about his resume? Do you guys get that? The point is, how could this fight be that great if his accomplishment and his resume and what he's done is that bad or that sorry? So this is the big question. Follow me. What makes him say that this is such a great fight? Because it's obviously not his resume. So let me ask you a question as a boxing fan. What is it? See, now we get down to the meat and potatoes of what I'm talking about, a smokescreen. Because the resume and stuff, it really doesn't matter. Why? Because with that resume, he is ranked above and viewed higher in boxing than Errol Spence. Okay? Errol Spence want to hide behind the fact that I have more recognizable names on my resume than you do, so therefore I have a better resume. It's playing the politics between casual knowledge. Okay? But he talked about the quality of fighters, but if you look at the people that he talked about, his claim to fame, they were burnouts and on their way out, if you're looking for a reason to take away somebody's accomplishments. Sean Porter, Kell Brook, Chris Algier, Peterson, everybody that I just named was on their way out or retired shortly after. But the point is, you obviously view him as one of the best fighters in your weight division and in the world. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't say this fight is so special, because it's definitely not his resume and his accomplishments, as Errol Spence tell it, that makes it special. So what makes it special? The fact that he is a good fighter, which circles back to why they are complimenting and giving him this compliments, and he's saying, I'm great. So what Errol Spence is doing in one light, he's admitting without saying, yes, he is great. But in front of everybody else, he's trying to downplay it by saying, look at his resume. But you just say that this is the fight of the last decade. This is the fight that's going to bring boxing back. This is old school. We're not going to see a fight like this in I don't know how long. What is that based off of, Errol? The fact that he is a good fighter, which is what a resume is supposed to be able to calibrate and tell you about a fighter, how good they are. So you can't say this fight is the best fight in the last 10 years, and yet at the same time, you're trying to trash the same man that you're going to want to get elevated up off of if you beat him. But you said his resume ain't nothing, so therefore, how far do you get? You don't get nowhere with it. Because the bottom line is Crawford's the goods? And we obviously recognize he is the goods. Errol Spence tried to hold that back by saying, but his resume, but even he recognized he is a superior fighter and is somebody that he should, and he knows the public wants to see him fight. So what is the point of the resume at this stage? Nothing but jealousy. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Payne, I'm out.